Today we're digging into something that, let's be honest, probably drives you crazy sometimes, getting great answers from AI like ChatGPT. We're going to unlock the secret to getting truly brilliant results. And here's the thing. It's not about being some kind of tech wizard. Nope. It's all about changing how you ask. Shifting from, simple questions to giving really powerful instructions. So let's jump right in.
So, let's kick things off with a problem I know we've all run into. You've got this great idea, right? You turn to your trusty AI assistant, you type in what you want, and the answer you get back is just, kind of bland, not what you wanted at all. That right there is what we call the prompting problem.
I mean, come on, you've been there, right? You ask for something super specific, and what you get is this, this generic textbook definition that's just completely useless. And the frustrating part is, the AI is powerful. It just feels like you're not speaking its language. It's a super common problem, but the good news? It is absolutely solvable.
Okay, check this out. This is a perfect example of that problem in action. On one side, we give the AI a really vague prompt, something like, write about my new fitness apparel. And what do we get back? Well, something just as vague and uninspired. It's, technically correct. Fitness apparel is clothing, but who does that help? Nobody. The AI just doesn't have enough to go on, so it gives you the most basic, obvious answer it can think of.
So what's the secret here? What's the fix? Well, here's the big reveal. The problem isn't the AI. Not at all. It's about how we talk to it, how we instruct it. And the solution is using something called prompt frameworks. This is the key to shifting from just, crossing your fingers and hoping for a good result to actually engineering an amazing one.
Now, I really want you to let this next part sink in because it is the single most important rule when you're working with AI. You've heard it before, garbage in, garbage out. But what we often forget is that the opposite is also true. Brilliance in gets you brilliance out. You are 100% in control of the quality of the answer you're going to get.
So, what in the world is a prompt framework? Well, the best way to think about it is like a blueprint, or maybe a recipe. Instead of just tossing a random, vague question at the AI and seeing what sticks, you're giving it a clear, simple structure to follow. You're giving it the context, the goals, the guardrails it needs to actually do its best work for you.
All right, so today we're going to walk through 3 of these blueprints. They're incredibly powerful, but also really easy to use, and I promise they will immediately upgrade your prompts. Think of this as your new go-to toolkit for directing any AI.
First up, we've got the BAB framework. That's BAB, and it stands for Before, After, Bridge. This one is absolutely perfect for any time you need the AI to create a plan to solve a problem or to hit a specific goal.
So the magic of this framework is just how simple it is. You start with the before. You explain the exact problem you're dealing with right now. Then you describe the after. You paint a really clear picture of what the world looks like once that problem is solved. And finally, you ask the AI to build the bridge. That's the step-by-step plan that gets you from before to after. Simple, right?
And here's what that looks like in the real world. The before is super clear. We're nowhere to be seen in SEO rankings. The after is specific. It's measurable. We want to be in the top 10 within 90 days. And the bridge is the ask. Develop a detailed plan. Now just think about that for a second. Compare it to just asking for some SEO tips. The quality of the answer you're going to get, it's night and day. It's not even close.
Okay, our next blueprint is the RTF framework. That stands for Role, Task, and Format. And let me tell you, this one is a total game changer, especially when you need to generate specific kinds of content, like marketing copy or even technical stuff. The real secret sauce here, it all starts with role. This is where you tell the AI who to be. Don't just talk to a generic bot. Tell it to be an expert. Then you give it a super clear task to do. And finally, you specify the format you want the answer in. Is it a table, a bulleted list, maybe even a storyboard?
So, for example, look at this. By telling it to act as a Facebook ad marketer, you're not just giving it a job title. You're telling it to tap into this gigantic database of what makes marketing campaigns successful. The task, design a campaign, is direct. The format, create a storyboard, is concrete.
This is how you stop getting generic advice and start getting professional-grade results.
All right, our final blueprint is the CARE framework. CARE. That's context, action, result, and example. Now, this one is the most detailed, and it's your absolute go-to for those really complex, strategic kinds of requests.
The whole idea behind CARE is to leave absolutely nothing to chance. You give it context, all the background info. You tell it the specific action you want it to perform. You clarify the result, the goal you're aiming for, and then, and this is the real secret weapon, you give it an example of what a great job looks like.
I mean, look at this. This is a seriously powerful prompt. You're giving the AI every single ingredient it needs: the business context, the specific action, the result you're after, and even a world-class example to learn from. The AI isn't guessing anymore. You basically handed it a complete strategic brief. It has everything it needs.
Okay, so the big question, does all this stuff, does it really make a difference? Well, let's put it to the test. We're going to look at a direct comparison that pulls this all together. And this, right here, is the aha moment. This is where the power of these blueprints becomes impossible to ignore.
So look on the left. That's the prompt most of us would write, right? Write a marketing plan for my new sustainable clothing line. It's not terrible, but it's so vague. Now look at the right. That is the exact same idea, but transformed using that CARE framework. I mean, which one do you think is going to give you a better, more useful marketing plan? It's not even a fair fight. You've just handed the AI a treasure map to success.
So once you start using these frameworks, you're making a really fundamental shift in how you see this whole thing. You're not just some user asking a question anymore. You are becoming an AI director.
It's a whole new way of thinking, almost like having a director's checklist in your head. It boils down to a few key things. Always give the AI a role. State your goal as clearly as possible. Give it specific context. Tell it what format you want the output in, and whenever you can, use examples to guide it. You're setting the stage for a great performance.
And that, right there, is the big mindset shift. You are the director. You're the strategist, the creative force. The AI? It's your incredibly powerful, super knowledgeable assistant. And it's just sitting there waiting for your clear instructions to help you create something absolutely amazing. So there you have it. You've got the blueprints now. You have the tools to go from those frustrating generic answers to really powerful, customized results. So the only question left is, what are you going to build first?